Hey guys, just before the video starts, I wanted to let you know that I now have t-shirts available for my channel. You can find the link down in the description below, or you can go to hypertora.com/store. I just want to thank anyone who does get these in advance. It really does help support my channel. I spend so much every month on subscription boxes, so every t-shirt helps out. But otherwise, thanks, and let's get on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to Hypertora. I've got my Taffy mail here for June. It's a little bit earlier than usual, which is really nice. It normally arrives about the same time as my Tokyo treat, or just the day before. But it's actually, I think, a week earlier, or at least a few days earlier than it usually is, which is really nice. And there's certainly some weight to this box. But before I open this, I want to thank you guys. I've reached 300 subscribers this month, so thank you very much for watching and subscribing. It really helps my channel out and helps me get more boxes, having you guys subscribe and like the videos. But yeah, let's open this up and see what's inside. Considering it's so heavy, I'm wondering how much polystyrene is going to be in it. We seem to have switched to blue packing peanuts. Rather interesting. We normally have green there, but it looks like there's not too much on the top there, so that looks really fun. I can see some stuff sticking out the top, so hopefully this box is really full, which is really nice, because I remember when I first started getting this box, there'd be so much packing peanuts, or so much packing, you didn't really have that much item considering the size of the box, but this looks like it's going to be good. So I'm going to start off the top in this kind of lucky dip. What have we got? So we have Color Your Mouth Dipper by Crayola. That's interesting. So we got orange, apple, grape, and cherry. So it feels like we got two. It's like the kind of powdered dips. We get a similar thing in the UK. It feels like there's two sort of candy sticks on each side, and then there's 4 flavored powders in the middle. I'm not entirely sure what to make of this being made by Crayola, who make crayons and not sweets. So that to me is a little bit weird. The concept of the actual sweet itself isn't, but it's just weird to me that Crayola have decided to make sweets when they make crayons. Up next we've got a Sugar Daddy milk caramel pop. So some nice little items in here. I do get the premium box. We have some Pop Rocks in tropical punch flavoured. I don't think I've had tropical punch flavoured Pop Rocks before, so that's really interesting. I love how it says artificially flavoured. Places like the UK are very careful about not putting artificial flavours in things because they have to put that there. We have a Nutter Butter. So the peanut butter lovers cookie. I've never tried these before, so it's really nice. We're getting some new items we've not had before in here, so that'll be interesting to try out. We have some strawberry Twizzlers. We haven't had Twizzlers in these boxes before. I suppose we have some similar kind of licorice style things in the UK, but I don't have or find them very often. So getting a Twizzler is going to be a very nice thing to try out. What else do we have? We have some coffee nut M&Ms. So coffee with other natural flavours there. I'm not too sure what to make of these. The peanut M&Ms with coffee flavouring. I'm not a big coffee fan myself. I'm very much a tea drinker. I've never been too big a fan of the taste of coffee. I know. So I'm not sure I'll eat too much of that one. But nonetheless, it's a really nice item. Up next we have a Baby Ruth. I think we've had one of these in a previous box. I'm not too sure. Peanuts, caramel, and chewy nugget. It seems familiar. So we do occasionally get repeats in these boxes, but it seems we've had more new items in this box than we've had in some previous boxes, which were very repetitive. We have a Milky Way bar, Simply Caramel. So we had a kind of Milky Way bar last month. which was reasonably similar to the UK one. I think I can't remember what it was like. It's been so long. I remember someone commented it saying it was a bit like a Mars bar or something for the UK equivalent. Up next we have an Airheads product. It's a sweetly sour extremes candy. This is really nice. I love gummy candy, and it's wacky watermelon as well. I love watermelon things. If you watch my Japanese candy unboxings, you'll know that I have a sort of a major craving for watermelon flavoured things after having been to Japan a few times. We have a cowtail, so chewy caramel with a was it a creamy centre. We've had these before in the subscription box, so I kind of know what I'm expecting with this. It's kind of like a stick of caramel, so if you've not had these before, you definitely don't get anything like this in the UK, or at least I haven't seen any equivalent to this in the UK other than just your normal caramels, but I haven't seen anything like a cow whip for caramel. They're really nice. We're slowly getting to the bottom of some of the larger items in here. We have some Mike and Ike's. These are really nice. They're a bit like jelly beans. And you got wild berry, blue raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, and peach berry. I didn't know peach was a berry. I'm assuming it's peach and berry. So they're really nice. We've had them before, but nothing too different there. Support some of the larger items now. So we have some Pringles. I love Pringles. I love getting them in this box. I go through them very quickly, but I love having these just to snack on. So they're ranch flavoured. And again, something we don't tend to see very often in the UK is artificial flavouring. I think UK products, they try and very much use natural flavouring where possible. So that's really nice. I love the premium box because of these large items. And then we've got some now and later apple flavoured chews. So these are really nice, just little chewy sweets. What do we have here? Big hunk. So I've never seen this before. It says chewy honey sweetened nugget with whole roasted peanuts. There. So that's a new item we've not had before. That's really interesting. That's absolutely massive. I'm sure there's an Indorendo in there as well. For those of you that like Indorendos. I think we've just got mainly the big stuff back left. We've got a few things. So we have a pineapple Fanta. So we definitely have Fanta in the UK. I don't think I see pineapple around all too that often or at all in the UK. So that's a flavour I don't think we have here. So that'd be really interesting to try out. I will try this on the camera. There. We have another Airhead kind of chewy orange sweet. We've had, I think we've had this before. I think we may have even had this flavour before. These are really nice. While I prefer gummies, I absolutely love these as well. They're just chewy things to sit there and chew on. Which is the nice thing about the American candy box is if you prefer sweet items, then it's the perfect box for you because a lot of it's candy, chocolate, gummies, sort of sugary stuff, and then less savoury items compared to the Japanese boxes, which seem to be a stronger mix of savoury items to sweet items. So if you have a sort of craving for both, then the Japanese boxes are great. But if you really have a sweet tooth and you prefer sweets to savoury items, then the American candy boxes are great. Now we have one item left in here, I think. I'll have to double check. No, we've got a few more items. We've got a blue raspberry Laffy Taffy there. We don't get blue raspberry in the UK very often, so that's a really nice little addition. I suppose they're little filler sweets almost compared to the large items. And then a rather large premium item. That's pretty cool. We have some Twinkies. So I think we have some sort of equivalent. We definitely have some of these things here in the UK, especially like the chocolate swirling thing. But we don't the only way to get Twinkies is to go to like the American or national food aisles in our. I think Tesco sells them. I'm not sure too many of the other supermarkets sell them. So these are really fun, sweet things to eat. I've had a few of these before, and it's really nice to get a large box of these. So it looks like we've got 10 of them in here, and the great thing is they're individually wrapped as well. there. So that is an absolutely awesome premium item to add there. I think that's the end of the box. It's always hard to tell because of all the kind of packing peanuts in here. But the nice thing about these, at least, they're a lot cleaner than some of the polystyrene that I get stuff packaged in. Yeah, that's everything in this box. That's a pretty hefty box, actually. Some maybe less small things. There's a few small things in there than the other boxes, but there's some really nice kind of big bars, and obviously we got several big items this month for like the premium stuff, which you don't get. So the box is well and truly full. I can't remember what I paid for this. I think I pay about £25 around that mark for these kind of candy boxes. I'm sure some of you at home can quite easily cost up how much this should cost, and tell me how much money I'm actually losing by not being in the USA and buying these things outright. But I do want to try some of these stuff out because there is some new things in here I've not had before, and I will start with the pineapple Fanta. Interested to see if this tastes like pineapple juice, or if it doesn't say artificial flavouring like some of the other stuff. Natural flavours. Yeah, that's really nice. So that's like a fizzy pineapple juice, but it's not as strong as pineapple juice. It's maybe a bit more watered down, so it's not as sharp as drinking plain pineapple juice. There. That's really nice. It's really refreshing as well, which you don't always get with some fizzy drinks. Depending on, for me, it depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes really thirsty, you want something really refreshing. But yeah, I want to open a Twinkie up. It's been a while since I've had one, and I know some of the UK viewers or other viewers like that probably won't have ever had a Twinkie. The most I used to see of them was in films, especially Zombieland is Twinkies, which I think was a lot of advertisement placement. At least I hope they were paid for that. Yeah, so it's a kind of nice cake with a kind of creamy centre to it. And they taste quite nice. It's like they're the cake's like it's tastes like it's soaked in sugar as well, or a kind of syrupy sort of stuff is poured on top and soaked into it. It's how it tastes. So that's I love Twinkies. They're really nice, kind of quick things. I'm gonna have to try very hard not to eat this entire box at once, which happens to a lot of these boxes I take home. They're normally gone within a few days. I do want to see what this big hunk bar is like, because I've never seen this before. It does feel a bit bendy. Which, okay, so it looks like it's obviously it said honey sweetened nugget. So I've never seen nugget. We don't get nugget in the UK very often. I don't see it in the shops very often. You can probably get it, but unless you're looking for it in particular, it's not like well advertised. But yeah, so it's not something I have very often. And it's very chewy. I can definitely taste the peanuts and the honey in that. I'm definitely not going to be finishing this bar very quickly. But actually, that tastes really nice. I'm one of those people. I love peanuts and I love chocolate and stuff. I'm not always too keen on stuff being mixed together with peanuts, but actually that tastes alright with the honey. That's quite nice. I do want a Twizzler. I don't think I've had a Twizzler before. I've probably had the UK equivalent when I was a kid. So it looks like them. It looks like it's some sort of multi-pack there. So they're in slabs, and you just pour them away. Attached to each other. That smell of kind of plasticky licorice. And it's obviously strawberry flavoured. It's not too strong a strawberry flavouring to this. It tastes more of the kind of plain licorice flavouring. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like your black licorice. It's it tastes like unflavoured red licorice. I can't taste any strawberry in that. Possibly because of the artificial flavouring, of course, that's in there. Maybe that's a little bit disappointing. I thought there'd be a bit more of a stronger strawberry flavour to that, but it tastes more chemically than anything, or which is a bit unusual. I do also want to see what these Nutter Butter cookies are like, because we've not had these before. If I can get it open, so I'm hoping there's not one long bar, it's just a pack of cookies. Okay. So, these are massive. So, that's interesting. They're shaped like peanuts. And obviously they've got some sort of peanut butter centering. It reminds me of a little bit of Oreos. I can smell the peanuts on that as well. It's really strong. They're really nice. That has a mouthful of peanuts. I think I'm getting the more and more American candy boxes I get, the more and more I seem to be getting used to and starting to like the peanut butter items. We just don't have that much peanut butter stuff in the UK. You can get peanut butter spread and stuff, but we don't have too much candy in the UK if it's peanut butter based, compared to the amount of peanut butter based things I see come over from the US. So that's really nice. I'm quite enjoying that. Some of these items we've had before, they're very similar, the kind of sweets, they're very self-explanatory. I don't want to open this up because it's going to be very hard for me to, I can't eat it all on camera, and it's a lot of powder, so I don't want to get it everywhere. I don't think the cleaners at the university would be too happy with me for that one. So yeah, most of this other stuff is really self-explanatory. We've all had, most people should have had Pop Rocks before. I am interested to see what the tropical flavouring is like though, so I will try a few of these. But I doubt you guys can actually hear on camera the Pop Rocks from this. Oh, they're popping already and I haven't even licked them. So hopefully you guys can hear that. I'm hoping my microphone's not too low. But let's actually see what this tastes like. I forget how loud these can be. Try not to chew them. That's really nice. That tastes really nice as well. That's pretty funky. But yeah, why that's cracking inside my skull. That's it for this box. That's all the items in here, and that's all the stuff I'm actually going to open and try on camera today. I think some of the other stuff we've had before. So please do check previous videos if you want to see some of these things and see what they're like. But otherwise, please do comment down below. Let me know what your favourite item from this box was. I'm trying to think what mine is. I love the premium items. Twinkies, the Pringles and the drink, but the chocolate bars are quite nice as well. These are really nice to snack on and just keep me going during the day. So it's all pretty amazing actually. I don't think there's anything in here but I hate. I think all of it's quite good. All of it, the stuff in here I'll eat. It's not something that I'll leave on the side and not have, other than maybe the M&Ms because of the coffee. But I got plenty of friends who will like to have them and try them out. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know what your favourite item was. I want to hear. I love to hear what you guys like about the box. Please do hit the like button down in the bottom corner as well. Please do hit the subscribe button down below as well if you're not already subscribed and want to see more unboxing videos. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.